Hi friends, you are welcome today. How are you doing? I'm doing great here. Today we are making a 3D tulip headband for a baby, and we're going to need 3 colors, and these are the ones I've chosen. Apart from the yarn, you're going to need a crochet hook, and this is my favorite size, 4.25 millimeter hook. You'll need a pair of scissors and a tape measure to measure the size of the headband. To begin this project, for reasons of illustration, I'm going to chain 42. So go ahead and chain yours according to the size of the headband you want to make, and we meet at the end of the chain. I've chained my 42. I'll join my work right here in the first chain we've made. Please don't mind the size of my loop, because I'm doing this for just illustration purposes. In this very first stitch, we are going to put our first double crochet, and I'm using the invisible stitch. If you don't know about that, please watch how I do it here, or you watch my previous 2 videos. You'll be able to catch on what it means. You're going to chain 1, insert your hook, grab a yarn, pull through the 2 stitches, the second yarn from the hook. This is the first and the second. You go under it or behind it like that, pull out 1 yarn, and that is our first double crochet. Then put 1 double crochet in all the stitches around. We meet at the end. I'm at the end of the first row, so we slip stitching at the very first double crochet we made right here, like that. Let's join our next color. In this very first stitch, go ahead and put 2 half double crochets, join together. Don't complete that. Insert your hook again, pull out your yarn, pull through the first 2, and then pull through the rest. So chain 1, still in the very same space, put 2 double crochets together, okay. This is how our work looks like for now. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in the next one do the same. Put 2 double crochets together, chain 1, in the same very space put 2 double crochets together. Continue like that, skipping 2 stitches, 2 stitches, and in the next one put 2 double crochets, 1, join together, 2, and pull through the 3, chain 1, do the same in the same stitch, continue like that. I meet you at the end of the row. This is the end of the row. we're slip stitching in the first double crochet we made right here. Chain 1, cut off your yarn, from this very stitch insert your hook and grab your white yarn. If you had not cut it off, if you had cut it off, just join it from here. Pull it out, chain 2, 1, 2, that is going to act as a double crochet, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and skip the next 2 spaces, the chain 1 space and the next double crochet that we made, and in the third one put a double crochet. Okay, you realize that it's on the first shawl stitch we made right here, these 2 double crochets. So you're going to chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and put a double crochet in the third stitch. Skip these 2, 1 and 2, and put a double crochet here. Chain 3, skip the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and put a double crochet in the third one. So go ahead, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next 2 stitches, and in the third one put a double crochet. So please continue like that. You're chaining 3, skip 2 stitches, that includes the 1 chain stitch you made in between these double crochets together, and put a double crochet in the next stitch. Continue like that and meet you at the end. This is the end of the row. We are chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, then slip stitch in the second chain of the first 5 chains we made of the row, like that. Chain 1 and drop the white yarn. The 4th round, you are going to fold up your white at the back like this for easy working, for easy workout of the 4th row. So in between these 2 stitches, that is where the chain stitch we made is where we're joining our next color. Pull it in, slip stitch, and this very space you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, pull the yarn, that's 1 time, and we're doing this 3 times. Yarn over in the same space, pull the yarn, that is 2 times, yarn over, insert your hook, pull the yarn, that is 3 times, then pull through all the 3 times that you've done. Chain 1, repeat the same thing you've done in the same space, yarn over, insert your hook in the same space, pull out the yarn, yarn over, do it the second time and the third time, then pull through all the yarns on the hook and chain 1. Do it for the third time, yarn over, that is 1, 2, and 3, pull through all the stitches and chain 1, and leave this, pull out this loop, leave it hanging, and in this the first chain stitch you made here, the first cluster of the tulip, insert your hook, then grab this loop and pull it through. Grab this loop, pull it through, not so tight because you're going to work in this space right here. Insert your hook in here, grab the yarn like that, and make a single crochet. Make 2 more single crochets in that same space. 1 and 2. Okay. Again, in this space, the V-stitch, space of the V-stitch, you're doing the same. Grab your yarn, insert your hook and grab your first row, then the second one, then the third one. Pull through all this and chain 1. Do it 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. Pull through the stitches, chain 1. Do it for the last time in the same space. 1, 2, and 3. Pull through all the stitches, chain 1, and leave the loop hanging. Then you go in the first 1, 2, 3. In the first stitch that you made, right here, you can see this is the first stitch. This one right here. Pull through your stitch without making it so tight, and in this space right here, you're going to work 3 single stitches, 2 and 3. So you're continuing like that until we get to the end. Let me illustrate it here one more time. In this V-stitch, yarn over, insert your hook and pull out the yarn. Yarn over again, insert your hook, pull out the yarn over again, insert your hook, pull it out, and then pull those are 3 times. Pull through all these and chain 1. Do this, what you've done here, 2 more times in the same space. 1, 2, and 3. Pull through all the stitches, chain 1. Do it for the 3rd time. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through. Those are 3 times. Pull through all the stitches and chain 1. Leave it hanging, leave the stitch hanging, and in this first chain we made here, okay, you can see it's on top of this first cluster. Pull this loop through it, not so tight because you're going to work 3 single crochets in this very same space. So insert your hook and grab your first yarn and make a single crochet. Make 2 more in the same space. 2, 3. So that's how our work looks like. Continue doing that. I meet you at the end of the room. We've come to the end and we are slip stitching in the first chain that you see here on top, and that is right here. Slip stitch our work. Then for the next round, slip stitch our work chain 1 and cut off our yarn. So our next row, you're joining the white. If you had cut it off, just join it. If you had not, pull it in. You're going to realize that these double crochets align with the space in between here. So you're just going to go ahead, insert your hook here where we've slip stitched from, and grab your white yarn like that. Pull it through. Chain 2, 1 and 2, and in this space right here, you're putting half double crochet, one. So these two stitches are also going, these two chains are going to work as a double half double crochet. Put our next one, 2, you're going to see the line. There is a stitch here that aligns with this double crochet here in between the tulips. The next step is you yarn over. You're going to create a half double crochet and this stitch that is in between the two tulips. Insert your hook in the stitch in between the two tulips. Then in the double crochet that aligns with that stitch, insert your hook. I don't know whether you can see that. Insert your hook in the double crochet of the white chain and pull out your yarn and finish up the half double crochet like that. Continue by putting 2 half double crochets in this space here, 1 and 2. Do the same. There is a stitch here that is in between the two tulips. Yarn over, insert your hook in this stitch that is in between the two tulips. Then in this double crochet right here, pull out your yarn and finish up with a half double crochet. In the same way, put 2 half double crochets in this space right here. This is 1, and then the second one, 2. There is a chain right here that is in between the two tulips. Yarn over, insert your hook. It aligns with this double crochet here. Here, insert your hook. I don't know whether you can see that properly. Insert your hook. Pull out the yarn throughout the 2 stitches and finish up with your half double crochet. So you're continuing like that till we meet at the end. This is the end of the row, and you're going to slip stitch in these first 2 stitches that we made. So slip stitch, and that marks the end of our. Cut off your yarn, and that marks the end of our tulip headband. I'm planning on making a skirt or a dress matching it, so this is just for illustration reasons. Please, you can go ahead and make one for your child or a friend and gift them. So this is how it should look like. Okay, if you want to make it shorter or smaller, if you want to make it narrower, you can make these half double crochets or single crochets.